Bonjour. Boo. I guess I can fix this stuff now. Should we have an analysis board? Does that sound fun? Okay, root G8. Let's flip things around. So we have a real chessboard. It's close enough, right? I don't think everything needs to be perfect today. Don't see the A file? Nothing's gonna happen there. Oh wait, we'll need to update the moves. By the way, Amelia is not joining because she doesn't care. Okay, I need to update the moves. Okay, I could go through the game though, right? That would make sense since I'm here. Do we need camera? We don't need my camera really. Like, no one wants to see me. You can just trust that I'm here. That's good enough. You guys trust me, right? Okay. Let's look at the game. Hang on. I'm just trying to figure out a way to see the game, but also see the chat. Because you guys are incredibly important to me. Even more important than the game. Okay, so... Okay, normal winner. Queen a5, bishop d2. Yeah, bishop d2, queen a4. And now I guess we were kind of vaguely thinking queen g4. Or maybe the move before, but whatever. Bishop d3. So yeah, this is a non-mistake, right? Not a mistake. No, I don't know, is this a mistake? I'm not going to check, but this feels wrong. Knight c6. Because the problem is this structure now. It's very hard for white to do anything. It's not easy for... Okay, probably f4 here as well, but knight f3, e7, castles. Okay, here is the first, I think, kind of interesting point. Because this is a very natural move. I don't think this is correct to castle here. I think this gives white some justification on what he's done, because white can still play for a kingside attack with like h3, knight h2. And this is not that easy to stop. Okay, the bishops are kind of but yeah, I like bishop d7 here, and the reasoning is obvious. It's that black's gonna castle. So I kind of agree that knight g5 is a mild problem here, because you do actually have to protect the pawn. So here, and now f4, and like, okay, I feel like this is a better version of the game. Just having the pawn on f4. Because it slows things down. It's, I kind of, yeah. Queen a2. I didn't understand this move. Not even a little bit. I don't really understand why not queen b2. Did anyone figure this out? Like, why is it on the a file, not the b file? Is it because he wants the... He wants the double rooks on the b... I don't know. This didn't make a ton of sense to me. this move confused me a little bit. Rook f8. Yeah, this is a bit. It's maybe a bit slow, but I don't think black needs to rush. So I don't mind this. And okay, this objectively, I think this is just a blunder. Like, I really think positionally this is just a bad move. The bishop is not doing anything on f4, and it is gonna get into trouble here. This is, yeah. It's funny actually. We looked at another game last week, I think, where Lula actually did something very similar. And yeah, I said don't do that. So bishop f4, yeah, not a fan. h6. Okay, I think you can start to already consider things like g5, but I think h6 is totally fine. h4. Okay, so here is where maybe we should flip the board actually. Okay, so here, if I'm playing blitz, I'm playing g5 every single time, even after I've calculated things. This might not be enough, but let's look at this, because I know that she calculated this during the game. So I guess the problem is there's nothing super concrete, but I think just like rook g8. Knight f5. I mean, you really want the queen on the other side of the board, but the hope was f6, g. Okay, so f6 would be a mistake here, I guess. I'm not even sure if it is a mistake though, because like even, I mean, having the open g file or this. I probably prefer the open g file. Yeah, I guess I feel like the bishop is still a problem though. Bishop f6 in the pawn sack line. Hg, bishop g here. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. We'll go somewhere. It is slow. I mean, I feel like you're still gonna get somewhere, but yeah, it's slow. So knight f5. I still probably prefer rook f8, rook g8 first, but knight f5. g3. I mean, I do think that white has played 3 bad moves in a row. I don't. I mean, it is interesting. I mean, this actually reminds me of French games when I was pretty young. Like, I think this is the way that I would play against the French, because it's very difficult to play against if you don't really know what you're doing. And I get that impression. Like, I feel like this is a game that I maybe would have played when I was like this. Well, I didn't play when I was that young, but like I don't feel like white's doing anything unnatural. But it's just, yeah, once you get into this position, it's very easy to not find the right plan, because it's hard to find a plan for white here. Because your instinct is maybe to like put everything on the b file, and then you realize, okay, b6 just shuts everything down, or knight d8 just defends the pawn, and you have nothing. So like, what else do you do? Like, okay, maybe I can start to move things on the king side, but then it's really created some big weaknesses. But yeah, I don't think he's. I mean, I think the next plan is just this now. And then I do think black's advantage is pretty serious. Maybe g5 is still a pawn sacrifice, but queen 8. Well, I mean, I kind of understand that he probably wanted to put both rooks on the b5. I think it's still odd, But like doubling on the b file with the queen and the rook, that doesn't really go anywhere either. So it's just hard to find places for your pieces. And that's my only, maybe a little bit nervous. Not exactly nervous, but like I don't think white has done anything insane yet, so we don't really know how good he is. There's seriously a difference between Queen A2 and Queen B2. I just think Queen A2 looks weird. I don't. It's hard to explain. It just seems like, what is the Queen gonna do here? Or it feels like, I mean, okay, like maybe like Queen here, Rook, one of the Rooks here, and then say Queen B5, trade the Queens. That's something. That's a plan at least. Jim Castor Miller would say on his TV, talk to your pieces, Queen on A2 happy. Yeah. I don't think so. Well, Knight H2 has been played. Where can I put the board? Let me see. So that I actually see the moves. I guess the board can go here. Okay, yeah, G5. Oh, you want F6 first? Oh, I just want G5. Is this voice Lula broadcasting over a Neuralink? If it was, her head would explode. Why F6 first? You don't just want G5? Maybe in the future you want to set the bishop on C4, maybe after B6 being played. Yeah, I mean, I guess, because, I mean, the knight was on D2 at some point as well, so I can maybe... Just seems... So F6 is a stock for suggestion. Who said F6? By the way, I'm banning anyone who's using engines, just so you know. And you'll be banned for the rest of the tournament. So what are we on? Day 3? You'll be banned for the next 4 days. I don't care about what the engine says. This is, you know, this is amateur chess. We're not playing. There's no grandmasters here. We don't care. We want an F6 for half a dozen moves. Did you say F6 already? Suspicious. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, F6 is still a plan, but I like G5 now. Day 3, it's only round 1. I'll also ban you. By the way, I'm going to be a serious dictator today. I think this is only round of the commentary round. Did I only get booked for 1 day? Wow. I really fell off. I'm running OBS tomorrow though. Maybe I'll do some commentary tomorrow. I feel like I'm not doing a lot this time. Maybe I'm not trusted. Been asking for 5 moves. Suspicious. Okay, but if you accidentally ask for the engine's best move, I'm still gonna ban you. 2 rounds tomorrow. Yeah, 2 rounds. Guys doing commentary in the morning. Allegedly alone. And then Johnny's back with Benjamin in the afternoon. I don't really know who Benjamin is. Only suggest bad moves. Correct. So, G5 is not on the board yet. I find it hard to... Well, I don't know. Okay, let's look at F6. F6 is still interesting. I mean, the problem is, I don't think White can take on F6. This seems suicidal. This is an immediate threat. This is a fairly serious threat as well. Bishop G4. Probably just E5. I don't like it. What do you play here then? Oops, not this one. Too much analysis today, that's the problem. Well, if you don't take, let's say you just do, I mean, that's pretty bad. So let's say you move this rook here. And takes. Yeah, this is dreadful. Because you have to take with the, well, I mean, you just start with G5 now. And this just wins a pawn. Bishop goes back, and now we... Yeah, we're just a clean pawn up for nothing. I mean, the attack hasn't gone anywhere as well. White's in serious trouble. So I don't think this is possible. So the c-pawns are just dreadful now. Yeah, I mean, I think black has kind of got the ideal setup against these bishops. This is really what you want. So, and if you have to take, this is so scary. Hey Barth, what's up? I would be very scared here as White. I mean, okay, like, can you... I just don't... I don't know. After... Yeah, I don't think Bishop G4 stuff works. I think you have to, like, go King H1. Like, yeah, this feels like you're just hanging on by it. I mean, you can take and just play F5. But you can also start with F5. This is so nasty. I don't know if she's winning yet. This is the position on the board. It feels good. We're reasonably positive. I think G5 is just the most natural move, though. Goes black better and not engine checked. You better not have. Anyone checks with an engine, they get banned. I'm serious. People think I'm kidding. Okay, so this is forced, at least. If nothing else, this is forced. So how do we follow up now? Where do we go? What do we do? Is Nightbot woken up yet? No. F6 here. Maybe. Well, if we check with a really bad engine, you can do that. You can check with Crafty and no other engines. It says Crafty was created before most of you people. F6. Let's want something like this. Maybe. I the more I look at it, I do think F6 is probably the right way. I'm not sure, because I think F6 is easy to talk yourself out of it because of this bishop. But I think, like, objectively, this probably is the right way. But it's a bit... I don't know. I think you can talk yourself out of it because of this bishop. In the French one. I think this whole line has been a good choice against a junior. I think this has been because there's another side to playing against kids that people kind of underestimate, and it's that they're very happy to take draws against higher rated players because they play 100 games a year and they don't really care. So, like, yeah, you still have to make a bit of... You still need some complications. And I think this whole setup has been pretty good. G5 takes 6 and bishop d2, because then after queen a5, white threatens knight sacrifice. Prepares to bring the queen into the attack. Yeah, it's not a bad idea, actually. Okay, so g5 takes. Yeah, okay, so we want to bring the queen over. It still takes a bit of time. But we do get an extra tempo this way, because now we're threatening knight takes, or maybe probably this knight. Because of this pin. I think he's rated like 1290 FIDE, but he's like 1600 online. I'd really like to get everything onto the H file, but it's so slow. But yeah, this is a threat at least. This does make it quicker, which I think is important, because you have to deal with this, and probably you don't really want... You might want to play this, because then there's an extra defender, but I think the king gets stuck. So probably rook d1, queen d8. And then... Now we can start to look at f6, right? Hmm. $12.93 is $15.74. Really? Is that much? I mean, I think the guy yesterday, he was rated like 12.60 or something. And I would agree that's a reasonable adjustment. I think he played a very good game. The guy in the afternoon, but the guy in the morning, I don't think he was overrated, underrated at all. Like, that's a lot of rating points. Is it really that much? Alright, because some people get 400 points. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, she's played Queen A5. Not anything that we wanted. But, okay. Tempo. Yes, that much. We seemed pretty accurate for both today and yesterday's opponent. Grandpa Daddy, not so much. Yeah. It's true. I can't believe I get no rating points. I'm the most underrated player in the world, and I don't get any free rating points. Your idea with Queen D8. Yeah, I mean this makes sense because at least you're attacking the pawn, and you are. Well, I guess Rook. Even Rook D1 doesn't stop it because of this. Then you can take. I don't think this is very serious because you just take this one as well. So probably bishop. Okay, this is an interesting moment because bishop d2. So is bishop d2 or queen b2? Okay, he should play bishop d2 because this bishop is going to get kicked anyway. So you're saving a tempo. But he might think the queen is improved here. Oh, bishop d2, knight takes d4. Ah, okay, that's a good point. Okay, so this doesn't work. This is a good point. A good point, well made. Interesting. Maybe the other knight, but okay. Okay, so only queen. Okay, so this is good because now g5 is actually even stronger. Because bishop, it's the same trick, right? So the bishop has to go to c1. Maybe e3. E3 feels... It feels bad. E3 and c1 feel... Yeah, but c1 is like, okay, the bishop is just stuck here and not doing anything. So, like... And you don't really want this. This is not something that will bring us joy. Will this bring us joy? I don't think so. So... I mean, here, this is actually... White is definitely going to play some stuff. So, we definitely don't want to do that. So, but the bishop is not very useful here. Interesting. Queen here, maybe? Now f6. Okay, takes. Now what? What do we want to do? I think he's going to play bishop d2. I think he's actually going to blunder here. I have a feeling. He might not because he's thought for a couple of minutes. So he's probably spotted something, but... Bishop d2 feels really natural. I don't know. I feel like queen b2 is more natural. Well, what was my logic again? I forget. Yeah, bishop d2 with the idea that you're not gonna waste the tempo does make sense. But it will be adjusted to 1700, so maybe Twitter will be less weird about a title. Nope, they'll still be exactly as weird. Like, those kind of men that are weird about things like that, they will never be satisfied. If she was a grandmaster, they'd be like, okay, so you're not 2700? You can't play chess. We both have about 40 minutes. Yeah, he's got 41 minutes, Lula has 32 minutes. Gonna be weird as long as women are playing chess. Yep. Isn't it 1400 to get 200 points? Or is it 1500? Oh. Awesome. You say men, I say pillars of society. I don't think you do. Climb all the way to 2400, people still find a way to hate. Yep, because you wouldn't be 2500. Okay, Queen B2 has unfortunately been played. I mean, it makes sense. You can threaten. You can make a threat for the first time in the game. But I would still play G5 now. I think G5 is... This is the right moment. My road to 2000 is going pretty well. I'm getting there. I feel like I'm getting closer all the time. G5 gives him another chance to blunder. Yeah, that's true. I think now is the moment for G5. I guess it's F6 still. Just admits that Queen A2 was bad. I think white is much better. Do you mean black? I assume you mean black. Okay, I want G5, takes, and Queen C7. This is what I want. I want to keep an eye on the B pawn, and I want to threaten this after F6. I don't think she has rejected G5. I think she's just waiting for the right moment. I think it's always on the radar. I might be 2000 by the end of next month. I've played chess 4 times in the next month. It's very exciting. Yeah, G5's not going anywhere. I'm not against the idea of delaying G5, to be honest. Because there's really nothing. I mean, Black actually had it's really gone out of his way to kind of do everything he can to prevent G5, and it just doesn't stop it ever. We want the queen on d8 or c7 before white plays rook b1, so we can play b6 without cutting off the queen. Yeah, I don't think we do play b6 though. I mean, let's say, how do we actually do it though? Wait, what happened there? What did I miss? Oh, f6 was played. Okay. Okay, f6, rook b1. Like, I don't think you played b6 here. I think you just got 98. I guess this is maybe more awkward, but... Okay, so the threat now is g5. Finally. h5, maybe? If queen c7, e takes f6 is bad. Well, well, I mean, yeah, here you can play queen c7 because this is a disaster. Okay, so g5 is the threat now. This is a very concrete threat, at least. Is there anything wrong with b6? It's just a bit of a weakness. I don't think you want to play b6 unless you have to. So let's just go back and move. Let's say queen c7, rook b1. And let's just say, let's say queen d8. Because our idea is to come over here, and now rook b1, and then b6. So now there's some chances for white to open up the position with a4 and a5 at the right moment. It's probably actually better with the other rook here. Let's see this. So this kind of thing, this could be a problem because you're not actually covering this. So say we'll just waste a move. a5, and you can't actually take with the knight because then you get into all sorts of trouble. So you kind of want to avoid that. I mean, this is very compliant from black. Don't get me wrong. Like, this is very... We're really walking into this. But I think you just want to avoid any of these tricks. So, like, the optimal defensive setup would be this. Just, let's say, like, purely from a defensive point of view, this is what you would want. And then when the pawn starts running down the board, we'll just waste some moves. And now you want to play b6, and then you just kind of shut everything down. You lock it all up. There's no way for white to break through. You can play knight a5 as the block. Yeah, but then the knight's just kind of stuck there for the rest of the game. Oh, he took on f6. Okay, so we're not doing good at guessing the moves today. Yeah, I mean, it's solid enough, but I just don't think you should... Like, b6 is just gonna cause yourself more problems in the long term. Like, there are better defensive setups here without playing b6. Because white has nothing here. Okay, so what we get? f6, and now takes. Okay, so we take back with the pawn, I think is what we agreed on as a team. Is g5 still possible? G5 might be... I guess there's bishop e5 though. Try to analyze without the engine, please. Excuse me? How dare you, sir? Am I being accused of analyzing with an engine? I can't even spell engine. Yeah, I'm talking more generally about b6. I don't like this specific position. You'll be fine. Don't get me wrong. But I think in general, like creating weaknesses on the king, where your king is not ideal. And then, as a rule, like you'll save yourself a lot of problems by not doing that. Okay, so I don't think rook takes is going to be the move here. This is a threat, but even bishop e5 here. Okay, she's taken with the pawn. Okay, so we have a concrete threat here. Analyze outfits instead of chess, please. What's our opponent wearing? Our opponent is a child, so we will not be doing that, Mr. Spenathan. You can't push e5 if you have to play knight d8. Yeah. So what do you play here then? Because I'm not playing b6 here. I mean, you could play queen a6, but I'm not a huge... maybe queen a6 is okay. Because you kind of have some hopes of clearing the 6th rank and then hopping across at some point. You have to play knight b8, d8, but it feels bad. I mean, you don't have to. You could just take... you could just ignore this and just say, okay, you're not going to mate me. So, like... this would not be a good idea, but... You probably are... Nah. Unnecessary. So, maybe queen a6. Is b5 an option? No. Definitely not b5. Like, the idea is okay, I think. Because you're not really losing material. Oh, well, you are. You are, because this is mate. Can you do it the other way? No, you don't have time to do it this way. You definitely can't play b5. Yeah, I really don't like b6 here. So, I think queen a6. Although, queen b5... Well, no, here you can just take, I suppose, and then you can win the pawn. Oh, bishop g4. Wow, we actually looked at this. This is kind of crazy. I did predict a move. So what did we think here? Oh, we just thought knight takes h4. GG. b6 is okay. No, it's not. I don't acknowledge b6 as a move. Okay, so here we just said knight takes h4. And GG. Okay, so what is the good follow-up? Because there's two options here. It is Stockfish is better than you. Okay, you're banned. Goodbye. I'm better than Stockfish. And I will fight Stockfish to prove it. Anytime, any place, Stockfish knows where to find me. I was watching the Fisher Random tournament last week. The whatever it was called, the Gold Challenge that Magnus was playing in. And like every time I see a Grandmaster using an engine, I become more radicalized against the engines. Because I really don't care what engines have to say. Like, because I can't follow the thought process of an engine, but I can kind of follow the thought process and the instincts of a Grandmaster. And it's so much more interesting to me to watch like a strong Grandmaster, even if he goes down the objectively wrong route, it's still better than what I'm going to think of. So like, it's so much more interesting. And I really hate strong players using engines, even more than weak players using engines. And we at least have an excuse to use it, because we don't know how to play chess. But... Knight takes h4, followed by... Well, I mean, you have two options, right? You have f5, or you actually have e5 as well. They're both pretty good, I guess. I kind of like e5. Like, f5, f3, maybe... Maybe black... Maybe white is holding things together? I'm not convinced. But e5 looks very, very strong. Because f3 is not possible, because you just take this bishop first and you still have the same threats. Well, I guess king h1... Okay, but f5, bishop h3, and queen here. Still... No, this queen is so silly. Like, this feels like GG, right? Bishop takes h6. Oh, this can't work, surely. No, you just take here. I mean, it doesn't really continue because you take and then... I mean, even this is probably enough, right? Why is it not mate? Did I miss a mate somewhere? It feels like a mate. Oh, this way is mate. Yeah, okay. This, I mean, obviously I should calculate all this. Okay, this one is mate though, because... Oh no, it's not actually mate yet, right? Interesting. How is this possible? Escapes. In the end, we just have 2 pawns for the exchange. Easy one. Is there rook e4? Here? I feel there's a mate. Okay, whatever. Like, we're not gonna see this. Okay, but I mean, no, I mean, this is not that dumb. Bishop takes h6 and... Knight takes h4. Let's go. By the way, guys, we spotted this earlier. I don't know if this was one I spotted or someone else spotted, but we had this on the board long before it appeared. So, credit to us, and I will give us, you know, credit as a team. I'm not going to take credit for it myself, personally. Even it might be me who spotted this one. It might be one of you guys, but as a team, I think we got there together. I can't make this the main line because I've been analysing too much garbage. We did it, team. We did it. Okay, so this... Can you just ignore it? That's the first question. And the answer is you probably have to, right? What was the current tournament score? 1.5 out of 3, which is 1 win, 1 loss, and a bye from the first round. Oh, you went h5. You know, I actually didn't consider h5. It's interesting. I mean, I guess genuinely this just didn't even appear to me. Because I guess you could maybe go for something like this as well, but okay, nah, I don't like it. I feel like white will survive here, so I think you just ignore it. I think you go here. Rook b1, yeah, possibly as well. Yeah, I guess rook b1. Because we don't have any threats, so we shouldn't get too carried away. And now we do actually have to deal with this, so... Okay, you guys still... I don't think you're wrong by wanting to keep the knight here for this. So let's say queen a6 first. And then we decide afterwards. Because I can see a world where the queen is actually useful here. Is this DGT or are you just manually putting it on an analysis board? It's both. The h6 pawn here. Oh, you're in this h6 pawn. Do you think this... Okay, like, what about this then? You think this could happen? I don't know. Yeah, there is a DGT board, but it's not on chess.com, so we're just thinking it for the analysis board. I'm in a chess.com classroom. And the reason we have a chess.com classroom is that I was supposed to have a co-commentator, but so that I could share the moves with them, but I don't actually have one, so... I guess I don't actually need to be in a classroom, because I'm all alone here. Rook f7 helps black develop. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're mad about playing Rook f7, because... I mean, I guess you kind of... Do you actually ever need to care about this? Probably not, right? King h1... Look here. Oof. This kid is nervous. Yeah. Hopefully so. He's accepting that he can't take the knight. Yeah, I guess you should come to that conclusion pretty quickly, I think. I guess the danger is that you try and spend some time figuring out whether you can take the knight, and I think you really need to dismiss it very quickly. Like 1-2 minutes maximum, and you're just like, nah, this can't happen. Did anyone figure out if there is a second time controller or not? Because I saw some discussion about it yesterday, and I wasn't totally sure either. So did we get more time at move 40 or not? I can maybe figure out, but... okay, there is more time at move 40. Wow. 2 games a day at the 5-hour time control? That's devastating. Like, 90 plus 30, I think is okay for 2 games a day. It's not great, but... sure. But 90 plus 30 plus 30... for 2 games? Only 1 round. Yeah, but yesterday there was 2, and tomorrow there's 2 as well. It's 10 hours of chess. Too much chess, you know. Okay, what do we see? Ooh, he looks very nervous. Oof. This might be his first game on a DGT board. I feel sorry for him. I honestly do think that like playing on the DGT boards is, as an amateur, is really, really nice. Like, I always found it a really enjoyable thing. Okay, so he's taking on h6. Interesting. I don't like this. But yeah, I always felt like I played better games. Even though I probably just played the same. But like, I always thought it was a good experience. I started... How old was I? I probably didn't play any in my first year. I think it was my second year playing chess where I got to play a couple of things. And I always really enjoyed it. I'm sure Mr. Dodge is aware that odd GK weekend Swiss had 3 full games on a Saturday. Yeah, but not 5 hours. They were always like it was like 1 hour 15. I think it would be like 75 minutes for 30 and then 15 for the rest of the game, something like that. I played one once, but I took the bye on the Saturday night. I played Kidlington once. Got my channel points of Rook F7. What else? I'm not sure there's any other sensible moves. And everyone's the plus 30. It avoids the time scrambles where people are knocking over pieces. That's the main thing. Makes it easier for the arbiter. The last tournament I played without an increment, I was 100% confident I would flag someone. It was like 2 hours for the full game and no messing around. And I did flag someone. I think I've maybe flagged more people in classical chess than anyone else. I won my last game. My last classical game I won on time. And I don't think he made it to... We played 33 moves. And it was with an increment. You don't know what she's thinking about? No, I think... Okay, here... Maybe speed up a little bit, but I think overall she's used the time very well. I think the first big think was after bishop f4, and I think this is correct. This is the right moment to start thinking about things. Here, where are we? Rook f7. I need to promote this one. I guess it's probably not a thing, right? It's too much hanging. Nah, you can't do this. There's nothing to really do here. Okay, so you... Yeah, Rook f7. Don't have any complaints about how she's been playing. I mean, there's always things wrong, and you can always find stuff with the engine, but like this is very much why I don't think the engine is relevant. Like, if I don't see anything that looks clearly like a blunder, then I think she's playing a decent game. That's my rule. Like, I can't teach anyone to play like an engine. I can teach people to play like me. And that's good enough for most of you, so... like... I don't think she needs to stand up yet. She has 18 minutes, and we still have the increment as well, so... Now is the time to focus. I'm not sure what she's thinking about. Yeah, I don't think this is a bad moment to blunder check, but like, yeah, I'm not sure what we're worried about. So Rook F7, I think she's still looking at Rook F7. So takes. I mean, we always have a F5. Okay, maybe this is the problem. Maybe this is what she's worried about. So I think F5 is not good, because this is still... I can see this being a problem. So I think E5 is the way forward here. And if F3... Maybe even E4. 18 minutes for 18 moves. Yeah. I don't like overthinking on obvious moves like rook f7. I mean, it's not just rook f7. It's just probably calculate what happens next. Okay, rook f7's been played. No camera. Should we be afraid? No, I just started off not doing commentary, so I haven't switched the camera on. Even at the end of that line. Yeah, it's just like, you just have to check it though, right? I think. So this one, rook h7, rook here. Well, I mean, you can't. You have to go here, right? I don't know, I'd be a bit. Like, you have to see this from a distance as well. Like, you have to be careful here. But I think e5 avoids a lot of stuff. I don't think we'll see g takes h4. Anyway, I think we'll see something else. Jadoub in French is Jadoub. Interesting. I didn't realize you guys were fluent. Should we stage a protest? Yeah, I don't think we see this. Yes, 29 minutes. I'm hoping he wastes some time here. Bishop f4. What does he have instead? I mean, I think he just ignores this for a start. I don't think you need to move the bishop yet, because you can wait for this. So probably just rook b1. Okay, so let's say we do go for knight d8. I know you guys hate knight d8, but let's try it. So bishop f4 now. The point is that we don't have e5. But is it a problem? Because we can go knight g6. And now the bishop has to move. Okay, what about this plan? Is this... What do we think about this? This is quite forcing, so... It's not that forcing, but... Rook h7, I think. No, but the knight can't mobilize because the knight wants to stay here and just protect his pawn. My point is I don't want the queen tied to the pawn. That's what I'm trying to avoid. I want to get the queen over here at some point. So, I mean, I guess now we have this as well. He's gonna take now, you think? I don't think he will. I feel like it's just too... It's too scary. If the bishop adds the rook as defender, that's true. I guess the problem is we don't really want bishop e8 though, right? I mean, we could want e5 and maybe trade or letting him trade, something like this. I can't see this happening. What if we start with this here? Oh, this might be nice. This is an improvement actually over what we talked about. Or maybe someone mentioned rook h7. No, but that was in the other line. Okay. This is mine. Because now there's no bishop g5, the bishop has to go somewhere else, and now we just take here, and they still have the same threat. And if king h1... No, we just have f5. Bishop g3... maybe. We have to... Do we have to do this? Oops. Shit. No, it's gone. Okay, here. Do we have to do this? Yeah, I guess there's no mate though. Rook takes knight is the same though, right? Well, maybe not the same, but... Oh, rook takes g4, yeah, you're right. Okay. Okay, so this does work then. Because f3 is not... f3 doesn't change anything because we have f5. I don't think he's going to take. I think rook b1 first. No. Oh my god. Well, what do I know? I know nothing. Okay. Shut up, Mountain Dude. I'm sorry that I am objectively too strong to even consider such an error. So now rook h7. Okay, yeah, let's go back. So I think... So the line we looked at that I didn't like was this. That I thought there's some danger here. Because the rook here, g5, bishop g5. Okay, there's... not convinced that black is actually worse, but... I'm a little bit nervous here. So, if we're gonna go for this kind of line, then we might as well start with rook h7. And then after the bishop goes, we take here, and f3, f5. And now this is the same but better. Rook h7 before f5. Yeah, this is what we want. If we're going for this line. So if we want to go for f5, we start with rook h7, because this is just better. Like, we win the h-pawn as well. But the other option is e5, which we haven't really looked at here. What if queen c7 to threaten rook takes g5 in that line? Yeah, I mean, that one continues for sure. Like, I don't think I would just be worried about calculating that endgame from a distance with the two passed pawns. Like, I think... Because, remember, she can't move the pieces. So, like, you have to figure all that out from there and then see that queen c7 kind of threatens queen g3. And that's a very hard line to calculate, I think. So, I think e5 is the other option. Because this is what we wanted before bishop h6. Rook h7, where does the bishop go? f4, we think. I mean, e3 as well. Though. I think f4 makes slightly more sense to come back to g3. But what happens here? Okay, rook h7 has been played. So... Okay, we can ignore... I wanted to look at e5. Oops. Let's promote this one. And then h7. Okay, so this is our main line now. Okay. So the bishop has to move. Well, we're a piece down now. We're winning the piece back. Oh, you want e5 here? Okay, this is... Well, bishop g3 though, right? I mean, it is very sketchy, for sure. But... I mean... Probably be... Well, actually, maybe it's this, and you just give up this pawn and just say, okay, I give up the pawn, but I don't get mate, because you're not gonna mate here. Rook h7 is actually very nice though. Like this is because it's very easy to just go, okay, I need to get my piece back right away. And looking a bit deeper than that, because there's maybe like bishop g5 here, like kind of holds things together. So seeing past that, I think is a good sign. Okay, well, and what if like queen c1? What now? e5 now? Oh, queen c3. Yeah, okay, queen c3, knight d4. Okay, this is actually sick, because maybe you don't even win the piece back. Maybe you just grab all the pawns. Bishop f4 has been played. Okay. I mean, obviously you can play f5 on the next move, but maybe you don't even do that. Like, okay, yeah, you're right. Okay, so bishop f4. So we want. You guys want e5? I kind of just want rook h4. So what's this? Yeah, maybe. So okay, e5. Yeah, I think e5 is really better, right? Yeah, this is nice. I like this. I think this could end quite soon. We've got 14 minutes against 22. If e5 I think is over, it might be. Why e5 and not f5? Well, e5 brings the bishop in. Like, you're still threatening to win the piece back without giving up anything. So, like, what we want to avoid is this. Just, I mean, this way you don't really get it anyway because rook takes h4. But, like, I think we'd want to try and avoid this. If we can. And e5, I mean, you can also follow up with f5 at some point. e5's been played. Amazing. Incredible. It's a very nice game so far. I don't want to jinx it. Like Johnny did yesterday. Yeah, this is good. Okay, so how do we be stubborn here? Bishop g3. I don't think taking helps anything, like, ever. This just feels worse. I'm not really sure why this is worse, but this just feels wrong to me. Maybe it's the thing. I guess this is kind of forcing though, right? He's 1292, but I think he's 1600 online. And he's very young. Queen c5 stuff as well. Is that different from the other one? Yeah, I guess so, yeah. It just feels wrong. He's not played a bad game here. Like, I don't think he's really familiar with these French positions, but they're very difficult to play if you don't have the experience in them. He hunted his online games down then. I mean, I think someone else did. I don't help prepare for these things. I don't help prepare when I'm doing commentary, because then I feel bad if it goes wrong. And it makes it awkward. Okay, so yeah, we agree that this trade makes life easier. This is just the end of the game, like, for sure. This is mate. So the bishop has to go here. Only move, more or less. We can look at the other ones. If he takes the pawn, we can look at that afterwards, but I think it's just a worse version. So this is what we expect. And now what? Rook b1. Okay, we can just ignore this because the rook's on h7. So we could just take here, right? I'm not sure about this. This is maybe unnecessary. But this does feel like nasty things are gonna happen. Queen c7 threatens me. Oh, we could do queen. Oh yeah, we could do it here. Is there a way we can force it? Probably not. And then knight. Well, knight e2 probably. Yeah, I mean the queen's just it's just a weird position, but the queen is doing this defensive job. So what's the actual position before we get carried? Okay, so this is where we're at. He's gonna no, he won't resign here. This will get play on for a while. I don't think White should resign here. He's definitely going to be tough to defend, but this is not the time to resign. There's still work to do here. I mean, okay, let's go forward again. This is very forced. So here is where a decision has to be made at least. I'm trying to find. So maybe you start with rook b1. Well, the problem is, yeah, you're gonna lose material now at least. On b2 it looks very dumb defending c3. Yeah, it's just. I think rook b1 has to be played at some point, just so there is actually a point to this. He's still a piece. I mean, that's true. Like, he's a piece up now, so there's no way he can resign a piece up. It's pretty hard to defend. White position is playing by itself. White position is playing by itself? Really? I think you mean black. This is twice someone's done that today. Everyone looks good, but doing that. Yeah, but it's. Well, I mean, it does something. It's. You're preventing this at least. Okay, King H1 was played. King H1. Okay, but you just take here. This is GG. Because you can't. Oh, Bishop G3. I mean, I want to sack immediately, but we probably can't, so. You could maybe just do this. You can take on H4 directly. Oh wait, you can do it here. Can we do it here? Yeah. Well, no. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, so... I guess... Actually, this is probably not even that bad, right? It's very similar. She's taking on G4 first. She can't really. No, knight F3. Okay. Okay. This feels very close to the end now. Queen D8, bring the queen. Yeah, I was just trying to see if there's a quicker way to do it. It's kind of funny to get such a big attack with the queen on A5. Rook G1 here. Yeah, but Rook G1... Because you can't do this because this is a thing. F3 here? Or before? F3 here. Yeah, but then we just take the bishop. Or... Okay, God. Yeah, there's still all this stuff to calculate. This one feels very sketchy. Well, I suppose we can actually play this. This is very classy. Bishop D7. Probably Bishop E6 is slightly better. So we want to keep the rook in touch with his pawn. But now the bishop has to move somewhere dumb. She's not going to make him cry. Be nice. Remember, he's a young chess player and he might watch stuff on Twitch, so be nice. He's played a very decent game. We can be mean about the old grandpas. But no, he hasn't played a bad game here. I mean, it's not like he's blundered or anything. She just had a much better understanding of how to play these positions. Like, this is not... I'm not sure exactly how old he is, but it's not a bad game. We're spoiled. Well, we're not that spoiled for choice, because we have to... I mean, this is one of those kind of nice positions where you just have to wait for the opponent to make the move. And then you figure out. Like, you don't really have to worry too much about the different options. Bishop g3 was played now. Okay, so what did we decide here? Did I not look at this already? No, I guess I didn't. Excellent analysis, as always. Okay, so it feels so close. I kind of want to do it without the queen, but I guess we probably can. Let's just f5. Is this too much? F5, F4, yeah. But bishop g3... Is there something... Oh my god. Can't take with the bishop. Check. Has to give... Oh, but it's not mate though. Why does this always happen to me? And then you're like, crap. Yeah, I don't like this. No, queen d8 now. Double exclamation mark. Still not mate. Oh, but this one... It is, right? Yeah, okay. This one's mate. Okay, this is... Is this whole line forced? So f5 here? And this is the threat. So f4. Ugh. That actually holds things together, I think. Because we probably have to play this. There must be something better than this. Because I think if you ignore... I think this actually works. Because we're threatening mate. And this doesn't stop mate. So bishop g3 is forced. And now you play the check anyway. This whole line is actually forced. That's pretty crazy. Now queen d8. Okay, you gotta figure it all out. Bishop f5 threatening bishop e4 is more normal. Where though? Here? Oh, bishop e4. No, this is not a threat. Like f3. Okay, what else have we got here? In the current position. Okay, but I don't understand. You just move, right? Nah, I don't think this is big threat. Was the queen hanging in that line? No, the bishop was pinned. Oh, bishop f5 was played. Disgusting. Okay. So bishop f5. And what is the move? So if we ignore it, check. F3 is not good because then you'll just take. So king here. I guess, yeah. Oh no, we can't because of this pawn. So but now f5. I don't know, man, dude. That's a good question. It's an excellent question. The call Amelia redeemed doesn't seem to work. She has abandoned us because she doesn't care. Now you have time to play b6. You've always had time to play b6. You can't. No, you can't play rook h4 here. Or on the move before. Or what? How many moves are we? No, because I'm saying rook b1. So I mean, it's nah. You can't do it. Before f5. Yeah, here, but the queen. This computer evaluation will never know, and I'll ban anyone who posts it. We will never find out. Yeah, but what's wrong with f5? Why queens c7, not f5? What's the defense to f5? Because like this feels like you can't stop it. I mean, aesthetically as well, I don't want to move the queen, ever. I want to finish the game now. Like, we've lasted this long. I think we have to end the game now with the queen on a5, right? We're all agreed on that, surely. No, I don't think the attack on b7 goes anywhere, but like, what else? Yeah, I mean, I guess you're kind of right. But it's probably too late now. I want to end the game without using the queen, but then we should block it. No, we're never playing b6. Okay, okay, fine. Okay, fine. This is the new plan, right? We want to play b6 and a6. So make sure the queen has no way out. We just want to make sure that this queen is utterly trapped for the rest of the game. Call the game Queen's Fantastic Holiday. It's true. If it would be, So what we want to do is... Okay. We need to find a way to get the king into the attack. If F4, then F3. Yeah, but this... Bishop is on pre. Oh, okay. Rook E1 has been played. So that is not totally dumb. So he wants Rook E1, and after this, I guess he just wants to take. I actually... I don't think this makes life any easier for him, because the queen comes to D5 and does the same job as the bishop. I don't think it's a terrible idea, because, you know, giving up the exchange in this position against this monster bishop, it does make sense. But, yeah, I don't think it's enough. Makes life harder, if anything. I don't know if it makes... If this is hard... I mean, like, we were just looking at positions where white was losing a full piece, so... Like, the other line that we were looking at was you couldn't hold the bishop, so... I'm not sure if this is necessarily worse, but obviously it's not good either. Okay, Queen C7 has been played. Interesting. Ooh. Aren't the... Don't we have them in the FIJ? Nope, we don't. Okay. There's no pairing. Okay, so... Disappointed to see the queen move. Rook B1, B6 coming. No! If B6 is played in this game, I will never commentate that. I'll be very sad. I might even cry. Putting the queen on the same diagonal as the other bishop. It's fine. It's not a big deal. This bishop is not good. I'm kind of... Is Queen C7 being played just to defend this pawn? Because I'm not sure about that as a plan. But if it's been played so that the queen just comes into the attack, then... Oof. Okay, Rook G1's been played. This is... Yeah, Rook E1, Rook G1 is not a good sign for the young gentleman. I think Bishop E4 is a big problem now. F3 and... Nah, this is probably not good, right? Okay, I can find ways to lose the game at least. Interesting. How do we do this thing? I mean, I don't like this. Obviously, this is not a good plan to waste the tempo here, but there doesn't seem to be like a concrete way through it yet. yet. So how do we do this? Can we play Queen G7? I mean, these are not my pieces, so I don't really care. It doesn't work, does it? So we need to... Okay, what if we did this? It's kind of slow though, right? Take, check, here. I can't find a way to force it. What about bishop h3? What's the idea? Making it harder. So I don't think so. I don't see anything concrete. I guess. Bishop h3 keeps everything. Yeah, but everything's pinned anyway, right? You can just start moving the queen now. I think queen c7 is okay, but it's like where do you bring the queen now? I don't think queen d8 was necessary anymore. Like earlier in the game, probably, but why didn't you do a prediction? Because I'm not that kind of mod. Why didn't you do a prediction? He was working? I was working. Ace Vlad is that kind of mod? Yeah, he is. Queen f7. I'm not sure where the queen is going, but I endorse this for some reason. I feel like there is something here. I just can't figure it out. So rook b1. Check here. Still nothing, right? No, it's not. This is not it. Queen h5. Is this how blunt we have to be? Just with the idea of this? Just take now? Rook g8. Rook takes g3 works better now. But so here. I don't think it's enough though, right? I know she's made a move, but no. Very annoying. Okay, rook e1. Suspicious. Rook g3 first. So you want rook g3 here? I don't. Well, I guess. Yeah, probably. I mean, I see. No, I don't think it. I think you can actually take with the rook as well. And just grovel. G3, rook h4. Yeah, but now what? How do we follow up? Something to remind me of the increment. It is the 30-second increment. Sack the other rook. Okay, these are not your pieces. This doesn't work. Oh no, this way works because we can just Wait, does this actually... No. F3 holds it. Okay. Ooh, I'm not sure about E4. Rook E1 has been played. Now E4. I don't know about this. I'm a bit suspicious of this. It was an interesting idea. I don't think we need to panic yet. We're not panicking. I'm suspicious. We don't need to, because this isn't, everything's covered here, but I'm getting a little bit nervous. Okay, they're both under, well, they've both got around 5 minutes left for the next 12 moves. Yeah, I don't like E4. I think it's fair to say I don't like E4. But it doesn't mean it's spoiled anything yet. I'm not sure if we do anything now. He hasn't made a move yet. But it's got a majorly weakened by E4. Yeah, but it should be okay. I'm just a bit... Yeah. Yeah, Queen C1's been played. Damn, now he starts finding my moves. Because this is... It's definitely a thing. Okay, so I think bishop e6, queen f4. And now we play something. b6. We probably actually need b6 now. Just be the king here. Bishop e6 has been played. Either I'm predicting worse, or they're playing a lot better in time trouble. Because we're matching up more. This could be a good sign or a bad sign. Okay, so queen f4, basically very natural. Maybe the game will end after... No, it won't. If it ends like that, you get banned. I don't see anything but queen f4 being played here. Yep. Okay, so what do we play? I think b6 and start to consolidate now. We get the king here, and then we get to the time control. I'd shuffle around for the next 10 moves. Try not to make any committal decisions. Good example why you don't resign. I mean, I don't think it was ever resignable. I would guess it was never worse than like -2, 2.5, somewhere like that. Unless there was something super forcing that we missed, but which is possible for sure. I almost prefer. I don't think so, because this bishop is like the minor pieces are very poor, and the knight can. So let's say we play b6. Like this can never really move either because of rook g4. And again, we're almost threatening mate. Like, these things start to become very strong. And I think even the queen getting kicked, like, something like this. Yeah, F3 maybe. No, just F4 though. Okay, so rook h8. No, I don't hate this. Oh, sorry. Well done. We played b6. We played rook h8. I'm not sure about this because e4 was positionally questionable. Yeah. If knight, okay, knight g4 doesn't work. This, well, no, because the king has to move. No, it's a tempting trick actually, because it feels like you're getting everything together. It's blunder. Knight f1 now. Problem is this knight is really stuck here. Knight g4 has been played. Okay, but this loses by force. So, like, it's just rook takes h4. She only has 2 minutes though. But rook h8, like, what else do you threaten? This is when the puzzle rush things come in. Like, you've either done enough puzzle rush or you haven't. Definitely calculating it though. Let's go. Okay, and this is actually GG right away as well, because you win the queen. I mean, okay, you can. Nah, you can't really play on here, right? You have the 2 pieces. What move are we on? We're on move 31 after rook takes h4. This is the current position. Is move 31. Let's play fast. The time control is move 40. No, I mean this is good tactical awareness, and this. See, the thing about these simple tactics is it's not about being able to calculate them when you're, doing puzzles. It's being able to calculate them when you've been playing for 3.5 hours. Like, these are the moments where it really... Your brain doesn't want to calculate, so you need to rely on that pattern recognition to get there. And, yeah. This is why you have to solve puzzles. Everyone has to solve puzzles. Guys, go do your puzzles right now. Yeah, the knight just couldn't be moved. Like, that's That's why the position I think was still quite hard for white to play, because the bishop can't move, the knight can't move, and the rooks have nowhere to go really. So you're kind of reliant on trying to do something with the queen. Is he gonna play bishop h2? Okay, bishop h2 has been played, but this is still GG, right? Oh, this is better than the other version, I suppose. After b takes h4, rook h4, king g2. What about f5? No, but we can just take here. This is a check as well. Okay. So bishop h2 takes. Okay, we're gonna take this bishop. God, we still play on, right? It's only a piece. No, I mean, I still think that e4 was a mistake, and yeah, obviously we're not using engines, but I feel like it's possible why it was back in the game then, but I think practically it was still very difficult to play. Queen h5, king g6, so take queen h5, king g3. I don't think you win the rooks, right? I mean, it's still, I think this is not a good. And actually, these checks were kind of fine, right? Because you can't go this way. I mean, it's fine, it's whatever. I guess the big 9 somewhere. Okay, we're probably going to see this up to. It's a queen h5. So this is the position on the board. Wasn't round 1 yesterday. This is round 4. We can't update the title. Okay, we're on move 35. It's up to 3 minutes on the clock. This is on the board. Our young friend's not writing the moves. Report him. Are they both not writing the moves? I didn't see. Call the arbiter. Jeez. Okay. Yep, guys, there's a 30-second increment. That means you have to always write your moves down. Ooh. Well, he's arguing. Controversy. I wonder what it's saying. He probably thinks he doesn't have to write his moves because it's less than 5 minutes. Which is the case if there's no increment. But if there is an increment of... I'm not sure what the minimum increment is to have to write your moves down. Because obviously you don't have to do it if it's like a 5-second increment. Is it 30 seconds the minimum, or? Okay. I mean, that's pretty leisurely, I think. So we're on move 36. 15 seconds you don't. Okay. Okay, f5 is what I put on the... I wasn't sure about f5, because you're losing this pawn by force. I mean, rook g8 is the only logical move. Is it? It's not the only legal move. Rook g7. But like this would drop the rooks. Okay. You gotta play the check. I guess the thing you don't want to allow is the rooks getting coordinated. Although, okay, worst case scenario, let's say you actually just walk right into all this. The king's actually safe here. Because this, you would just check and you're not worried. Knight blocks after the king move. No, you don't have a chance. I mean, you could go here, I suppose. But maybe you do this. Maybe this is safer, actually. You could maybe... Finally, we play b6. Maybe this way. I do want to play Queen f3 at some point. So this is where we're at. Once we get to move 40, I'm going to take a break because it's been a long game. King d7 was played. Incredible accuracy. Okay, yeah, I like this. Such greed. You love to see. That's Johnny's lovely voice. You're banned. Mods, ban him. Okay, check on knight e7. Now this is a big threat. B1, move 39. I think you play this first, right? Because you're taking this pawn with check, whichever way the king goes. No, I should play b6. Okay, b6. Okay, but now you can just move the king. And this is white's 40th move. It's actually my first time here, Mr. Dodgy. Generic feeling, I stream like almost every quarter. Every season. For the last few years. Okay, now Queen f3. You love to see the greed. Okay, this is move 40. So Queen f3 was played. Rook d5. Rook b5, Queen f3. H4, now she takes on f2. I really kind of want to break, but I feel like resignation is coming. King g5. I feel like this is time to resign. But we'll see. Gonna play till checkmate. Okay, we're at the time control. It's an extra 30 minutes now. I don't actually think she's gonna take, like, you know, the normal advice is to just take 5 minutes at the time control, but I don't think it's really necessary here. It gets problematic if she doesn't play king e6. I'm not sure it actually does. Okay, oh yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're probably right. Because Although, okay, let's try and be really dumb about it. Let's just be... Yeah, I guess this is a problem. Wait. What do we do here? This? Okay, we gotta be careful. Because then we have to play this check, at least. Yeah, I don't like this too much. Oh no, we can go here. This check though. Yeah, I think this is better. Right? Because if you go here, like this is already... Like, how do you defend this pawn? Oh, you can do it like this. Okay, you're fine. It's fine. It's fine. I just yeah, just a bit of care, I think. But okay, queen here. I think this is safest because everything is defended now, like completely. And I still want to get the king here. Okay, guys, I'm gonna take a 5-minute break because I think resignation might be coming soon. So I'll leave the board on the screen, but I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Goodbye. Okay, I'm back. What did I miss? Okay, we missed the end of the game. What did he do? Did he blunder a rook? Where are we? King H... Shit. Queen G3, King F6, Queen D6. Oh, it was... no. King G5, E3. Okay, this is sick. You'd love to see it. Awesome. Okay, finally. We get the seasickness, travel sickness bit. The best part of the stream. Sturge, can you make the mic buzz a little less? It's probably not a phone. Is that better? If it's not better, then we're in trouble. Hi. We did. We were all impressed. It's an incredible game. A masterpiece. Hang on, wait. We can't hear you. One sec. No, it's my fault. It's just wait. Because I've been alone this whole time, so like, there's no one else to hear. Okay, they can hear you now.
Okay, you know, instead of Queen A5.
Yes.
I was going to sacrifice my knight for 2 pawns and some compensation on the central pawn. You know, I had a knight on F5 and a knight on C.
Wait. Queen A5. Oh, the second Queen A5.
Yeah, the second Queen A5, not the first one.
Yeah.
The second one. And I thought that there was some compensation maybe, but I just didn't think it was worth it. I also considered many times playing G5 instead. And even when it was a pawn sacrifice, and I was considering it, and I was like, George, you would play the pawn sacrifice, but I didn't play the pawn sacrifice because what I've learned from my 3 games in the Winnower, and look, is that in the Winnower you have to be patient and you have to shuffle. And you can't like kill them immediately. That's what I've learned so far. And that's what I learned when Irina Cross showed me those engine games in the Winnower, was that there's a lot of shuffling and a lot of patience. So, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think we wanted G5 a lot, but I think we also came to the conclusion that there was nothing he could do to stop G5, so there was no rush.
Yeah, well, the thing about G5 was I wasn't sure if I actually wanted a pawn on the G file at the end or if I wanted it to be a pawn sacrifice. But if it was a pawn sacrifice, I wasn't sure if I was happy either piece he took with, because then they would end up with, he would be able to put the bishop on F6 on an outpost. And I wasn't sure about it. Then I would never get to push my F pawn. Now the F pawn break is really important in the Winnower. And so I was very torn about G5, and that's why I didn't play it.
Yeah, we didn't think the pawn sacrifice worked. I think there's maybe another moment where you could have played it without a sacrifice, but I think the way you played that part of the game was... I mean, we haven't checked anything with the engine at all, and I've banned everyone who tried.
Okay.
But the only moment that we didn't like as a team... By the way, we predicted a lot of his moves as a team.
He played a lot of bad moves in the opening.
We predicted the whole bishop g4 thing from a distance.
Oh. I just don't really get the point. Which bit did you not like? So I need to go soon because I'm having coffee with another chess player and talking about our games.
Okay, cool. The only bit we didn't like was e4.
Was which part?
E4.
E4. Yeah, so I played E4 because I was really stressed about making the time control. Is there a time control? Because I decided not to find out in case I flagged. I played it because I was stressed. And I was very, very heavily considering sacrificing my rook for the bishop and then playing a bishop E4 check. Was it E4 or bishop check?
Yeah.
And I think I missed it for one turn. I think I was able to play it for one turn. And then he played rook G1 and I was no longer able to play it. Yeah, I saw it immediately after. And I had been considering that sacrifice for quite a while. But I was really, stressed about the clock.
Yeah. That's fair enough. We saw that you were low on time. But
I didn't miss it. It was just a combination of time pressure and not realizing I had the opportunity on that move and only on that move. So yeah.
We couldn't really make the sacrifice work, to be honest.
Oh, I thought that it did work because then. Anyway, I'll look at it later. I'm gonna go because my arm is tired from holding this.
Okay. Cool.
Thank you so much for running my stream today, and I hope everybody enjoyed the game. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m. There's 2 rounds tomorrow, 9 and 3. So there's 2 games, and I will see you in the morning.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Well done.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Okay, guys. I hope you had fun. I can't raid anyone because I wasn't given that power. But you should. I don't know. You can all go home now. I don't know what to tell you. Can we get a better commentator next stream? Maybe one that doesn't leave at the crucial moment. I was here for 7 hours. Okay, guys. Tomorrow it will be Guy in the morning. So, yeah, your wish will be granted. I assume you'll be here at 9 a.m, Vlad. Okay, I'm going to end the stream now because I can't raid anyone. But take care. Love you all. See you soon. Bye-bye.